Hi, Matt with Etrailer, and today we're going to be talking about our Titan chains with the roller links and a rubber tensioner on our 2022 Nissan Rogue. Our tire size today is going to be 235, 60 R18, and we're going to have this on our front axle as what the manual recommends. So let's take a closer look at it. It's going to be a great option for you if you're looking for an easy roller link chain to put on your car, and it's also going to be a great option for you if you're just trying to get through light duty areas of snow, or if you're just using it for emergency case scenarios, or if you just want to be legal in your state. So let's take a closer look at those specs. These are going to be constructed from an alloy steel, so they're going to be about a middle of the road construction, something that's going to last you a decent amount of time, but maybe not as long as some of the more premium chains. They're also going to have these roller links on them, and those roller links are going to provide you more of a smooth ride, along with how low they sit to your tire. As you can see right here, we have plenty of space to sit underneath that suspension, so that's going to make them Class S. And along with that, we're going to have this diagonal pattern to our chains. And that diagonal pattern is going to help us with giving you more traction when you're making your turns. And what's nice about these chains is that a lot of chains don't come with a rubber tensioner, and it's strongly recommended that you use one because as you're driving, your chains are going to be slowly loosening up, and this is going to provide that extra tensioning when you are driving. Overall, this is going to be a solid choice for you if you are just looking for that more emergency case scenario or something just to stay legal in your state. What I like about them is that they are going to be pretty easy to put on as compared to a lot of other roller link chains, since you don't have to get underneath here. And what I really do like about them is that they come with these rubber tensioners too. But if you need a hand with it, just stay tuned and we'll help you out with it. To start off, we're just going to lay out our chains, make sure there's no damages to them. And if you are doing this for the first time, I'd recommend doing this at home so you're not figuring out how to do this in the middle of a blizzard on the side of the road. But when you are looking it over, the damages you're looking for are to the links, making sure nothing is out of the ordinary. There's no damages to your cable either. You also want to make sure this is in the right orientation, making sure that these hooks are facing to the ground, and this side, this is tire side, is facing up. And finally, we want to make sure that this opening is facing furthest away from our tire. Once that's done, we're just going to grab our chains and put it behind our tire, making sure it wraps around. You might have to reach under here a little bit, but you'll just pull it through. Sometimes it will get caught, but you just have to work with it a little bit. Once it's through, we're just going to lift that on the back area of it from both sides until it wraps around our tire. And we're going to have this metal hook on one side and this link on the other. And we're going to make that connection back here, just like that. We're going to maintain control of our chains and make some connections on the front side. You might have to pull it a little bit so it's nice and even. But you'll just run this metal block through this channel right here. Lift up on it, making sure it's not hanging too low. And finally, we're going to come to the bottom of it and do that same process, just putting this metal channel through this metal block through this channel. Just like that. Now we're going to grab our included rubber tensioner and we're going to put it on top of our chains. And the way I'd recommend doing this is in a star pattern, so you get a good, nice, even tension all around. And the hooked area that we want to put on this cable is going to be the smaller end. And finally, you want to make sure that these hooks are facing away from your tire so it doesn't damage it at all. And if one falls off, just pick it back up. Make sure you put that larger opening on the rubber itself, and then you can place it on your cable. At this point, I just recommend doing a little tug test, making sure everything feels pretty tight. And if it is, you can repeat that same process on the other side. After that, I just recommend pulling forward or backing up some and rechecking this to make sure everything's sitting well. And if it is, then you can hit the road. Well, if you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at our Titan chains with roller links on our 2022 Nissan Rogue.